Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, we're going to use Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman. For supportive oracle cards, I'm going to use the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. So we got that going on. Excuse me. Gemini. Gemini. Dun, 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 dun. I think we're done. Now we're done. Okay. We just got to put out half the deck apparently. That's all. That's all. Alright. How many of these? I don't know. There's a bunch of those. These tend to stick together, so sometimes there's a lot of them that come out at once. Alright. And there's a double one there. I think this is true Gemini fashion. The wheel turns, the tower hits, and what do you see? Possibilities. You got the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords here. Now, when the tower hits here, you know what I mean? The wheel turns, the tower hits. There is some of this you're not going to like. True. But I feel like the situation was very stagnant. You've got the Nine of Wands here, like somebody holding their ground, not wanting things to move forward. And then the Nine of Swords saying, once that tower hits, well, too bad, so sad, things are moving forward. There's just no way around it. This whole situation is not going to your liking. But in true Gemini fashion, you're like, well, that didn't work. You take what's left and you make something else with it. And let's see all the possibilities we still have. It's kind of like, just because the dishes are broke doesn't mean you can't make a mosaic out of the pieces. Kind of something like that, you know what I mean? So you're seeing possibilities. It is a rough situation, so I don't want to play it off like you're like, oh, yay, we got in a car accident. Yeah, it's not like that. It's kind of like, oh, we had this happen, but now we have to get a new car, and we have these possibilities, and we got this other thing going on over here. You immediately look at the what we can do with it. What can we do with it? Okay. Somebody in the environment, though, whoever you're dealing with, you're having a hard time convincing people, like, we don't have to be all pessimistic about this. I know it wasn't fun, but, now that that's happened, let's deal with the possibilities. Let's go into possibility. Let's not just, like, sulk or not go into the sad little, oh no, poor me, pessimistic moment. Let's stand up and go, okay, that happened, yes, but now we have possibilities. Let's deal with the possibilities. And it's taking a minute here for them to really, like, it's like trying to start a car in the middle of winter. You know what I mean? It's like trying to start an old car in the middle of winter. It gets better. You got the and it's taking forever. You're like, come on, turn over. And like, that's the kind of response you're getting here when you're saying possibilities. Possibilities. We have possibilities. And whatever you're dealing with is like, no, this went bad. This went back. The tower. Oh, the tower. And you're just like, yes, I know the tower. The tower left possibilities. Possibilities. The Knight of Swords, excuse me. Almost done with the cough, not quite yet. A couple weeks maybe. You have to come in with the Knight of Swords, which is very on the aggressive. Like, listen to me. Listen to me and the possibilities I can show you. Listen to me and what I'm telling you. We need to take advantage of possibilities, not just sit here and sulk. You're getting a mixed reply. I feel like you really have to really push it. You got to really push it. And then you're getting a mixed reply with the Flamingo and the Five of Cups. Yeah, I see there's possibility, but look at everything we lost. Yeah, there's a couple good things. Yeah, I can see where that can go well, but look at all that. And it's kind of like that's the Five of Cups. The Flamingo is trying to get that going. It says embrace the in-between. Flamingo to me is a very showy, very beautiful. To me, it speaks kind of luxury. I don't know if that's for everybody, but that's kind of what it makes me feel. Like it's a very beautiful color. They have a very beautiful color. They're in warmer places. They stand out. They're like, there's kind of a little bit of showmanship with that, kind of like the parrot, And they are a bird, so there's some communication here. And it's about, maybe this is kind of advice to you, like show them the in-between, show them how you're seeing it, try to explain to them how this can, like, we can get going better, how maybe we can end up with something better than we expected then. Getting these people to stand up and move on from this moment is really hard, because it seems like it's very hard to get them to detach. But basically you have to get them to focus on where we're going and not where we've been, as much as you possibly can, which seems like that could be a challenge in itself, but you might have to use a little bit of smoke and mirrors to get that going. Because once they're listening to you and they're moving forward, judgment starts going back in the right direction. But I'm also getting the Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, okay. Because somebody's actively making a decision. You put out all this information, you kept pushing it forward and saying, look at possibility, look at possibility. But then somebody else, see, you got the Two of Pentacles. That's where I was seeing the Two of Pentacles. You got the Three of Swords with the Two of Pentacles. All these possibilities, the possibilities that you wanted seem to be pushed to the side. And now that you've highlighted this so much, like, come on, let's go. We got possibilities. We have possibilities. And it's like, if you had 3 possibilities you were very interested in, there's 5 others that you didn't, and that's where they went. They're the 5 other possibilities and chose one of those. That's what I'm feeling. And I feel like it's hard, kind of like, no, I want to, wait a minute, I was trying to direct this the right way. At this point in the reading, I would say, if this hasn't happened to you yet, because I know when people watch these, people come before it happens, while it's happening, and after it's happened. So wherever you are, hopefully it's before this moment. And when you're pushing forward these possibilities, highlight what you want. Highlight what you want over and over again. Do that the most. That might make a difference, because I'm getting somebody else is going to make a decision, and they're just going to, like, you finally get somebody to finally stand up, but then they stand up and go right into a run, and they make a decision right off the bat. So it's like you don't even have time to, like, mull it over with them. You finally get them to stand up. They're, like, sulking on the ground, like, no. You finally get them to stand up, and there they go, off and running right off the bat. Your ability to make a decision or talk things out seems to be taken away here. Is that the end of it? No, there's still more coming. You got the White Raven Spirit, Nightingale, and the Groundhog. These 3 cards. And I'll show you them. There's the White Raven, the Nightingale, and there's the Groundhog. The Groundhog I really love. Because I feel like that one says time to let go. Yep. The Groundhog says time to let go. Nightingale says love is all around. Trust in the magic is the Raven Spirit. Now, I'm an intuitive reader, so I just kind of go with what I'm feeling from these cards. This one, it just keeps... It's telling me it's a passing moment. That's what I feel with the White Raven. Like, this is a passing moment. It's not going to last that long. See it for the beauty that you can. See it for, like, the opportunities again. That's your strength. Seeing opportunities and trying to bring those opportunities forward. Let go of what you wanted and couldn't have, and just reorganize what's left and go with that. Because with the turtle spirit in the center here, once it started, I'm getting like an earth spirit. I know it's a sea turtle, but I'm kind of getting an earth feel with this. Once it started going, it's going where it's going. Once it started off, this person has made their decision and they're going forward, I don't see it going in a different direction. I know it's a sea turtle, but still, I feel like once it's in a certain direction, that's where it's going. Slow and steady wins the race is what they're saying. The fact that it's a sea turtle, though, you'd think sea turtles could go different directions, but they go with the current is what I'm getting. And, like, the current is pretty stable, isn't it, usually? I don't know. So once it's going, though, it's kind of on its own. So reevaluate, realign, do what you do best, see the new possibilities, and start working from there. There is seeming to be, with the King of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Coins, Pentacles, there's a lot of energy around you where people are thankful and people seem to be appreciative of you. And if there's something they can do for you fairly easily, I don't know what that means, but like if it's not too much effort for them, they will do it the way you want it to be done. I feel like it depends on what it is and how much of a strain they think it's going to put on them. Because I feel like they're going to make up for things with that. With the starfish, to me is infinite possibilities. Is that what it says? Open to infinite possibilities, yes. Because with real starfish, from what I understand, for example, if they lose a limb, they lose one of these pieces, it'll grow back. So I feel like there's new possibilities coming into you, more possibilities coming into you. I do feel like this energy is trying to look out for you a little bit, but I just don't feel like it's bending over backwards about it. It's kind of like, oh, we're going to lunch. You want to go to McDonald's? Sure, why not? You know what I mean? Something like that. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I'm asking a camera if that makes sense. But like if you're like, it's lunchtime and you're just like, let's go into the other side of town and like let's take an extra half hour. They're gonna be like, well, that's a little bit much. I can't do that for you. You know what I'm saying? They won't go too far out of their way, but they'll go a little bit out of their way for you. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in mind as you keep going forward, because I feel like there's new possibilities coming forward with you. And again, you're going to have to start communicating them forward. You have the Princess of Swords. You have strength again. You're pushing things forward. It kind of feels equal to the Knight of Swords. In this situation, it feels equal to the same strength, because you got a lot of strength behind it too. You're trying to push forward what you want to happen next. You got the Queen of Coins and the Ten of Wands. If you want to try to move the situation from its current trajectory, destination, like if we're going to Cincinnati, and you want to be like, can't we go to Milwaukee? Can't we do that? They'll be like, no, we can't. That's what I'm saying with this. They're warning you that the Queen of Coins is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands is saying the environment is going to head in a certain direction. They're going to have a certain destination. You have abilities to color things on the way there, but the destination seems like once it's set. You're going to have to find variables on the trip there, but it's not going to change the destination. As long as you're aware of that, I feel like this is a lot easier for you. Because I feel like you're going to want to change the destination, but they're saying once that destination is set, once this person got up and started moving forward and made their choice, destination was set. Little cosmetic things along the way, things here and there, that's where you're going to have the power to move things. It is a little stressful, but I also feel like, especially with the groundhog spirit, once this goal is attained, you can start planning from that moment. So you might want to look like from beyond. Like if your destination is Cincinnati, start planning beyond that, where you want things to go beyond that. And I feel like that's where the spirit is helping. So it says time to let go, but I feel like it's saying create a new goal based on the outcome. Like this outcome's going to happen. You're going to get to Cincinnati. Where do I want to go from there? What do I want to do from there? And that will bring you more strength. That's where your possibilities will be a lot easier to hold on to and make happen. Done? Done. All right. I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.